Hello everyone. This is my video on how I performed at the two-gun action match challenge in May 2022. The rifle I'm using today is a Vizor 96 Polish Beryl. This is one of those civilian import units that came in through Arms of America in 2022, and the only performance modification I made to it was adding an ALG trigger. The Polish Beryl banger. Listen to this music. I'm using a Generation 1 Beryl folding stock and 1-inch weaver rail with an EOTech 512. My sidearm will be a CZ P10C, nothing special, just right out of the box, a Glock with better ergonomics. So respect the drip. Today's video is sponsored by Kellogg's Frosted Microplastics. So let's let the match begin. So we started off doing stage 2 first. This stage involves a spinner that's at 50 yards away, and we have this barricade that we have to brace against. So we have to take 2 shots of the spinner each time from each position on the barricade, 1 shot on top and 1 shot on the bottom. And the goal is to not make it spin, we just have to make the hits. So if you actually make it spin, you are making it much harder for yourself. One of the issues I was encountering here was I was putting too much weight on the forward part of the gun, on the barrel itself. So I was actually throwing off my zero. So when I'm shooting this, I was believing my zero had shifted below where I was actually shooting. And then once we make all of the hits, all of the 12 hits that you see here in the cross, the 13th hit is where we have to drop the mag and we have to make 1 hit, 1 time, 1 hit. If we get the bonus, it's hit or miss. And I miss, but I have to continue carrying on. So now we run up to the second barricade, which we have to encounter a plate rack with a pistol. So we have to go through the 4 top ports, 1 target from each barricade hole. Never argue with the range officer. So you can actually see that the penalty actually didn't count for this stage. So I got 11th. If I would have gotten the penalty, that would have moved me down to 28th on this stage. Time-wise, I was right in the middle of the try-hard, so I was actually very happy with that. Now we're at the long stage. I put a balaclava on for the sun, but honestly now I just look like administrative results that took the administrative part of his job way too seriously. So we have 3 targets at 175 yards, and we have to get 1 hit on each from each position that this barricade or this shooting platform offers. So 3 hits on the top here from where I'm standing, and then 3 hits from each of the window holes. And then after I cross under, I'll have to stand on the other side and get 3 hits while standing. All right, so here I get a failure. I get a failure to extract, so I quickly have to kind of clear it. Not as fast as I would have liked to have cleared it, but I did get it done in a relatively quick manner. Now the one thing to note here in the center port, you actually had to swap hand position, so you had to basically go from strong side to support side. Same thing, same 3 hits. And then here you go back to the strong side.
Left shoulder.
I get up out of here, and I had actuated my safety, but I forgot to turn it off, so I take a moment here to turn the safety off.
Yep.
And then the other thing that wastes a lot of time as well is that I let a magazine change surprise me.
More bullets.
And the last thing that was kind of throwing me off in this stage was that my glasses were starting to fall off my face, and it was starting to become very, very difficult to see through the reticle.
Hit! You're done. Let's clear it. Oh my god. Using glasses with an EOTech suck. Yep. Okay. Yes, sir.
Wonder what they look like in a FB Radom ad. I ended up getting 31st on this stage. I believe this was actually the highest time score I got and didn't take any penalties. And yeah, you can see me in the distribution in terms of time. I was fairly close to not finishing the stage. All right, final stage of the day, which is stage 1. So the targets are 4 steel silhouettes. And what I have to do is that from each one of these 4 cones that you see in frame, I have to engage each target once with my strong shoulder, then transition the rifle to my support side, and then engage the 4 targets again, and then move to the next cone and repeat, requiring a total of 32 hits. Because of the number of hits that were required, I knew I would absolutely need a mag change. So halfway through, I strategically placed a mag change as I transitioned, so I didn't have to do an emergency reload in the event that I didn't want to do one on my support side. Then doing a tactical reload here, retaining the magazine. And I'm starting to rush a little bit here. Now the last part of the stage is after I'm done engaging all the rifle targets, I'm going to run up to that barrel, table my rifle, and then just get 4 hits, 1 in each target with my sidearm. I was very happy with the stage. I came in 7th overall with a time of 72 seconds. I was very happy with that. It put me in the upper portion of the tryhards, as you can see here by this histogram. That made me very happy. It was my best stage of the day. Russell Fagan of Sinistral Rifleman, watching kind of a disaster transitioning from strong to support side, our squad. After the match, he actually asked a lot of us to stay so that way he could kind of show the whole squad how to properly and safely transition from each shoulder. This was actually greatly appreciated. Overall, in the match, I came in 20th out of 40 shooters that attended. However, if I incorporated my 60-second penalty from stage 2, I would actually have come in 26th out of 40. I definitely want to improve my position in the future. Thank you guys for watching it if you made it this far.